And we are back. So, last we left off, the party has found themselves within the grasp of the red hourglass, one might say, as four of our five members had indulged themselves in a few hours that will forever be remembered, at least by some, in some way, shape, or form. Meanwhile, Rogar and Nyarla, the priestess of Boel that has been traveling with you for quite some time, stood in the lobby with the rest of the teenagers that can't really afford to go do anything. Everybody's kind of hanging out there in the lobby. Some guys that came with somebody that don't really want to get in there and do the weird shit. And yeah, anyway, so they're out there. When we had left off, Zune, Velree, and Razire had participated in what can only be described as an orgy with twin blue-skinned tieflings, both male and female. I can't make this up. It happened. A Mistress Chaste and Master Bliss. It was a piece de resistance. They underwent some severe narcotics during this session, and Zune got to take a trip to hell, so it appears, while Velree had visions of blood and fangs, and Razire had visions of tentacle-faced individuals and being probed in all the wrong places. Meanwhile, Trist maybe had something similar happen, though he might have wished it on himself. Who knows? Regardless, though, all of you finished with your debauchery. Were leaving when Tristan Varel stumbled out, beginning to buckle his pants back on. And the Mistress Payne grabbed a hold of him and yanked him back in and kissed him longingly. And then Zune looked into the doorway and met eyes with the woman, and she looked back, and there was a moment of recognition as she said, "Granel?" And that's where we're picking up.
Am I still in hell?
As you say that, you recognize one of your older sisters.
Which one?
I can't pronounce these names. Andrea, why did you do this to me?
You can change them if it would be easier.
No, it's too late.
Okay.
It is where are you? Wuonlar? God damn it. Woo. Wuonlar.
Beautiful.
I can totally change these names, but okay.
Too late. It's too late now. It's happened.
Okay.
Wuonlar. Your third from the top, eldest sister.
She has fucking fallen far, but
She looks at you, moment of recognition. She pushes Trist away from her. You see the outfit at this point, mostly just scraps of leather. Don't you make that face at me, Zune.
I mean, like, you don't want me to make the other face. I mean, like, you're fucking Trist? Yeah. You should.
Hold on. And she steps to the side. She comes back within a moment. She's like a large fur coat on, covering herself. Laced it up. You see the large heels that she has on. Lots of straps and leather.
Oh my god.
Granel, when did you get back? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? What do you mean, what am I doing here?
What does it look like? I'm working.
I can tell that. Why the hell are you working here? Why are you working at all? Why are you doing this?
We can't be having this conversation here, okay?
You're right. I can't be having this conversation at all. I must still be tripping on whatever the hell they gave me.
She smells you. Did you fuck the twins?
Yep. Do I need to get checked out? Like, do I need to go see a healer? Is that a bad thing? I don't know if I fucked them or not. I just found myself in, I don't know where, but there was a squirrel with wings fighting something that was green.
Poor taste, Grintel. Poor taste.
That's very rich coming from you dressed like this right now.
I'll have you know that. You know what? Your opinion doesn't matter, Grintel. You're beneath me.
I was beneath you.
Oh, you are. You always will be.
Uh-huh. Well, then why are we both topside sitting in a whorehouse?
She just looks at you, Zoom. Or Grintel. Excuse me. This is getting complicated. She just looks at you. She just looks at you. Does Mother know you're back?
Does she know you're up here?
Do you want Mother to know you're back?
How may I assist you?
We'll talk about this later. I'll meet you at the tavern.
That sounds fantastic, and you look great.
She looks over at you. Trist, who's just kind of standing there like, I'm sorry, sweet boy. We'll have to pick this up later. Gives you a little smack on the cheek, not the face.
That was like... You're fucking my sister.
The door closes. You guys are in the hallway.
Trist.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
Maybe. Is he walking straight, or is he...
He is assuredly not walking straight.
I rolled my ankle. So you have an older sister?
At least one.
Uh-huh. Remember, Zoom, when I said we had some shit we needed to work out? Anyway, well, you guys all look good. Not.
Zoom doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Velree does.
All right,
Velree
buddy.
feels great. Lots of stress relieved.
Yeah,
It's a different person that walked out than went in with Velree.
that's right.
Should we go check on Rogar? He's probably missing us.
How long have you been fucking my sister, Trist?
As you guys are walking, Zoom's like,
Undisclosed amount of time.
I'm gonna let Tris know that we said he would pay for all of us.
We don't.
Yes, of course you would. I probably have roughly half on me. We'll have to get the rest out of Rogar's purse. But
That's right.
After a few minutes, you guys continue to walk. You get to the barrier, the edge, and just walk through the illusion. As you push through, the masks that all of you were currently wearing diminish. And you see the room as it was before you left. Rogar and Nyarla just kind of sitting on a cushion together. She's drinking out of like one of her like holy like vessels, just some water. Rogar's over there, he's got his big jug.
It's
Pouring
kind
it
of
up.
scaring away the teenagers.
Yeah, oh yeah. Most of them have given a wide berth to Rogar in particular.
Well, Rogar, if
How
you're
much
ready.
time has passed?
3 hours.
It's time to hit the tavern and meet his love interest.
3 hours have passed. I want you that to sink in for everyone.
What has taken so long?
Rogar, have you never been one to have yourself entertained? Huh? Well, wanted Tris to get his money's worth.
Entertained by these people.
Resire does not judge, huh?
I'm gonna put my hand on Rogar's shoulder, like, Rogar, you should really go in there sometime before we leave. I think it would do you some good. There's a nice cold tiefling calling your name.
Hey.
Tifa.
Was her
Don't worry,
outfit,
she's strong.
Was what?
wasn't her outfit made of ice?
It was.
Yeah, you would like it. Might relieve some pressure for you.
Dressed out all the
Bro
time.
looks confused.
It's confused.
It was almost like she was there for you, Rogar.
Yeah. I'm just gonna...
We're gonna come back.
We're gonna come back. Did you say that? The red-dressed madam walks over to all of you. Madam Scarlet approaches. I will need your payment now. Sorry, but I'm sure it was enjoyable. Yes.
As always, what's the bill?
A meager 1,000 gold pieces
I thought you said 600. Oh, that was just for us.
for
Uh-huh.
you.
Okay.
Mistress
making
Payne is a select individual.
I have acquired taste. Easy enough.
Look, dude. I was just like, why? Why?
Sure, there's an awkwardness between. Tristan
I
Varela with the
assume the
jacks.
investigation went well.
It did. I got what I needed.
You
No,
rolled
I needed-
goal.
He rolled his ankle, Quintel said.
Yes. Are you injured? You all
Uh,
seem as well except for Velree.
Are you injured, Trist? Where did it hurt, Trist?
Right now, it hurts all over.
It's all over.
Question, DM. Before we pay,
Yes.
in the 3 hours of wait time
Yes.
with Rogar
Yes.
and Yarla,
Yes.
Rogar was going to be taking special care to observe his surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically looking for any kind of dealings.
Yes, indeed.
Persons of interest.
With that much time passing, Rogar, you will have seen that there was a individual that ducked in here at one point.
Okay.
She will give me a investigation check, Rogar. Or should I say Detective Rogar?
23.
23. Yeah, very good. Are you using your fucking monocle?
Hell yeah, use my monocle, bro. I got that shit on.
Jesus Christ. Rogar takes out his monocle, puts it on as he's drinking from his giant sake jug.
Yes.
Like adjust it. I'm very astute. So you got to roll with advantage. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
As you are looking around, you do see there is a half drow comes walking in at one point, female, kind of dirty hair. She had a cloak up, but she was required to take it down. The madam says, no head coverings when you're in the building, basically. She's a little shifty as she's moving around. She's unlike most of the people walking in here, she's armored. She's wearing leather armored. And there is a thin blade on her hip. But what you notice, Rogar, is she kind of moves to a few groups around the space. And as she is reaching and exchanging pleasantries with people, things are passing between them. You see the exchange of coin for bags of substances. But the most notable thing that you see, Rogar, is that this particular individual, as she's passing something, she is missing half of her left hand. She's missing the pinky and this finger, and it almost like something bit a section of her hand off.
It looks like the wound looks.
It's
Doesn't
like
look clean.
well, it's wrapped, but like
Okay.
the angle that it's wrapped in, this looks old. It doesn't look like a fresh wound by any means.
Yeah.
This is like something long, old. Like her hand is like wrapped tightly with kind of like not necessarily bandages, but some kind of cloth
wrap.
to keep
Yeah.
it keep it wrapped up so it doesn't look too obvious. But it's not like a clean cut, if that's what you're asking. No.
Okay. Any visible tattoos?
You do with that score. Yes, you do. You see a peak of like a spider web tattoo that kind of goes across her back and kind of shifts up the back of her neck.
Okay. Thank you.
And she leaves. She does a round and then leaves.
Yeah.
Your payment, please.
Tristan will collect the money from the bag of holding.
Whoa. What's happening here?
Chris is buying our entertainment for the evening.
Yeah, Rogar, if you want to become a detective, sometimes you have to pay for information. I'm paying for that information.
Very well. How much are you retrieving from the bag?
600.
Spits out his sake.
Oh shit.
Fine enough.
Fine. Nyarla just kind of like Nyarla has a veil on all the time for practical reasons. You see her kind of like shift uncomfortably as you exchange money and then hand it over to this madam. The madam looks at Nyarla and says, you have a strange look about you. If you're ever interested in work, you know where to find us. She just kind of like looks away.
Always be recruiting. Well, Rogar, I believe you have a date that you must attend to.
Yes.
Well, let's get ready for that. Apparently, we're also going to be meeting Grintel's sister later on at the same place.
Your sister, Zune? Nyarla says.
I don't want to talk about it right now, but thank you for asking, Yarla.
Oh, okay. Can we please leave now?
Absolutely.
Okay. She very quickly hurries out the door, moving the large cloth curtain aside and fleeing into the marketplace. Assuming all of you
Very
are following.
unusual place of pleasure. The last one I was in Port Corona seemed, more rustic.
All those people died.
They did.
Nobody knows what Rogar's talking about.
It's true. They're all dead. As you move
I
forward,
was there technically.
No, you weren't. It was before you.
No, it was before you joined.
You're thinking
Oh.
that was the different place of pleasure. Yes.
Oh,
we did.
okay.
Yeah. We went to a seedier place of pleasure.
No, they went to
By the docks.
Yeah, they went to the one by the
Dockside.
docks. They went
Dockside.
to I forgot.
I mean, there's business
Yeah.
happening in the kitchens.
It wasn't a geisha, like the geisha house we were in.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
No, it was
dockside ladies.
it was whole
Don't
place.
speak
I have
bad
to
about
look it up
Busa.
now. I have to look it up now because you
The
mentioned
mighty
it.
Busa.
Did
It
Rogar pick
was
that?
it was
Huh?
known as
Did you have sex there?
He did. It was the first time.
Ever having sex?
Yeah. Roger's probably about, I guess now, probably 20. But he was like 18 at the time.
Mhm.
Young man.
Well, who scarred your dick?
It was known as the Salty Bosom. That was
I
the
don't
name
know
of
what scars
the.
he
That was
takes.
the
It's not
name
like
of it.
He got the scars from love making. It was. hunting creatures, almost nude in the wild north. Who scarred your dick? I fucked rocks. No.
Oh, God.
That's what Melly thought all this time, some sexual
Interesting.
encounter.
I do recall
No.
Rogar was pinned by the mighty Busa.
It was.
He was
It
for
was a
time,
strong
but
she pinned him down.
he was able to reverse it.
Yes, he reversed
and,
it. Rogar's
Almost-
recounting this tale of the mighty Goose to you now vividly.
almost killed Snacks in the process. He watched the whole thing.
It's true. He almost killed the kobold. Made him watch. It was disturbing.
Made him watch the whole fire. Going,
So,
You're telling us all about
yes.
No.
There was loud banging and wrestling happening.
yes.
Walls were
It's
shattered.
all rather quiet here.
Indeed.
We're all
There was not a
crouched
word.
lovers.
There was not a word. Not a whisper, not a scream, nothing, Rogar, from out here.
Very strange.
Very strange. As you guys are all walking out into the marketplace proper at this point, you travel. It doesn't take you too long to find the Thirsty Mark. It's more towards the entrance of town, so like on the edge of the market. And unlike the market stalls and tents that you guys have been visiting, this is a full-on tavern. A large 3-story structure, big, bustling. It's one of the only other, one of the few permanent, like, large buildings in this above-ground area. The tavern, you would know, Trist and Zune, you would know it is run by a individual known as Taithlin, or is Trist knows him as the Silent Step. Some people call him that in private. He is a drow with long hair pulled tight to his skull in a ponytail. He's always, no one's ever seen him outside of his very finely crafted leather armor. He's always wearing it. He's advanced in years. He appears to be, this is kind of his retirement. But he was infamous for certain deeds that he did in the past that may or may not be revealed at some point.
This is where the dead guardsman was found as well.
Yes, there was a dead guardsman found here. Several dead guardsmen, actually.
It seems like a good place to start our investigation. Detective Trist.
Trist. Despite the previous stigma of possibly the murders that took place here, the place appears to be not lacking for business. One of the only proper taverns in town. It's very well stocked with people coming in and out, people getting drunk already. You're right at like dinner time, so it's bursting at the seams inside.
Does it also have a place to stay the night, or
it does.
Going? Okay.
It does. Yes.
Is this where we're staying?
There's a tavern. There's a tavern floor. That it's a large tavern space, and then it is also an inn. There are rooms above that you can purchase.
Was that the plan going into this? Did we talk about?
You guys didn't talk about it.
Probably with the poisonings and the exhaustionings and
yeah.
Zune has a house here or something. I don't know.
Angle. Yeah, we could all use the map.
Are we allowed to go to Zune's house?
Zune's house is below.
Oh. Trist have a house here? An apartment,
No.
Trist does not. No.
Well, Tristan will go try to talk to either like the barmaid or you said the Silent Step to probably reserve some rooms. And
he is once you enter the tavern, it's bursting with people. Yeah. There's guardsmen in here. There's people from all walks of life.
Friend.
What was that?
Do we see our old buddy from the alley who's been stalking us?
You guys will have to give me active perception tests if you want to look for them. Any of you can roll it.
Also, have I seen any Anyone that looks like me? Like a damn peer anywhere through here?
Make me that perception check, Velree, and we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Where is Razire? I need his perception check. You guys all did pretty damn well.
Are we
Except
all rolling?
for-
I didn't realize.
Except
that was terrible.
Except for Razire. Razire got an 8. The rest of you
He's
did.
still.
I got Rogar got
he's
7.
Terrible.
No,
trip.
Rogar also got 7. Rogar and Razire did not do well.
Yeah, Razire's still shook from his bad trip.
Yeah, I will say those of you that are poisoned are at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I have to roll again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's
There's
see
no-
if it's even worse
I'm
then.
about to say there's no point you probably rolling it again, Dan.
Unless
but
I
you
critically
can.
fail.
Yeah.
I actually did worse.
You did worse. You did worse.
Worse.
Okay.
Of course I did.
All right. So with that, it looks like Zune, did you re-roll? You did? So that 23 is your re-roll? Holy shit.
Yeah, the original one I think was like a 16. So
Okay, so yeah, so we're going with the 16 then, because it's disadvantage. 16 for Zune, which means Tristan's rocking it with a 23. Tristan's on point.
Yes.
Despite his
Rolled ankle.
rolled ankle. As far as rolled ankle. As you enter into the space, Trist, it is too difficult for you to keep track of anyone. You're not sure if you're being tailed or not. There's just too many people moving in and out of the space. This is not a brothel by any means, but you do see there's probably a few local women here that probably have a reserved spot here as people are passing by. But regardless of that, there doesn't appear to be anything too out of the norm from any just normal tavern life as you guys are kind of glancing around. You do see behind the bar, Trist, you do in fact see the Tetlin. And he is the owner and he is the barkeep. Always working.
Yeah.
There are several barmaids serving various tables at this point. Rogar and Razire are just enamored with the smell of all the fresh cooked food and beer and wine, and it's mostly wine. There's some beer. A few of the foreigners want beer.
Well, if you guys want to go get a table, I'll have to go get us some rooms.
Sounds like a plan.
Right.
Rogar and Razire, I guess, are going to get a table.
Off we go.
Rogar and Razire walking around,
And Niarla?
and
And
Niarla.
Nia.
Oh, yes.
Niarla's with you as well. It takes a little bit, but you eventually find a table where only 2 people are sitting there, Rogar and Razire. And it's a large table that could seat many, but there's just 2 people sitting there. They both look roughish individuals, not down on their luck, but working men having a stiff drink at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You don't. All the other tables are full.
Perhaps we can share this table.
What's this? Share the table? I know.
Oh, friends now.
What the fuck is these damn foreigners coming in? Think they can take all the spots?
Oh, Rogar, I don't think they quite heard you, friend, huh?
I simply ask if we could share this table.
I'll tell you what you can share. You can share my foot in your ass.
Oh, now, friends, come on.
I'm
You
just
do
gonna
not want
sit
to-
down next to them and show my fangs.
Oh,
That's
Why don't you give me an intimidation check, Velree?
I love it. I want it. I was hoping.
Oh, that's at
yeah,
disadvantage too.
You're at disadvantage.
I want some
looking like
intimidation.
a kitten. Just
Oh. Razire cast guidance on her.
It's too late.
Damn
Too late. 6. I love it. Velree flashes her fangs, and as she does, one of them goes, Oh, you want some company tonight? It kind of like gets a little closer. I mean, you're not my usual type, but hey, I give it a whirl.
Picture him like scooting the chair over.
Yeah.
Well, let me assure you, she will not. You will not be taking her to dinner. You will be at dinner, huh?
Yeah, I see why you want to get away from these fools. Why don't you just you and us? You know, I actually got a room upstairs. If you'd like to come join us.
I'm just gonna like and discuss like I've already had my share or my fill of.
Oh, you
Night.
haven't had the best till you've had the master of the many roads.
The mini roads.
I love it.
I'm gonna like, I don't think you could afford me.
Oh,
The master doesn't pay.
Well then you can't afford me.
master doesn't pay.
This is bullshit.
Roger pulls out one of the chairs and lets Nero sit down.
Nero sits down. So this is it. You're just gonna take our table?
I'm just gonna sit down.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
but like
Anyway, Rogar.
Razar just kind of starts to crowd in.
Yes, I'll just sit down next to him. At this point, the master of the roads just stands up. We don't need to drink here anyway. Too much shit going on.
That's
Hopefully-
right.
Hope a lot of you get fucking stabbed in the back while you're here. He
Alright, then, huh?
grabs his buddy and they begin to walk out the door.
any tattoos
Enjoy
on?
it.
You don't see any
Perhaps
tattoos.
you may find more roads to mess there, huh?
You bullied those guys.
No, we just said that.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
Oh, yeah.
Well-
we established dominance, huh? We did not bully.
that was dominance. Meanwhile, Trist is at the bar. You know,
Yes.
the
We found a table, Trist.
Lynn is kind of is maneuvering. He's pouring many like goblets of wine. As he does so, you approach. Varel. It's been a while. You in town?
I am, Tythleen. I might be here for a while. Do you have any rooms available upstairs?
For you, of course. Are you with those motley crew over there?
Yeah, that'd be them. How many do you have?
For you, all I've got is 2 rooms left.
2? Well, I mean, we'll have to take it. We'll make do.
Still
Price still the same?
Still a golden night, yes, per room.
All right, well,
I won't
We
charge
have a
you for
minute.
the individuals, though. Just the rooms.
that's mighty kind of you, Tythleen. What's his name? Tythleen? Kathleen. Mighty kind of you. When you have a moment, can you send a picture over our way or a bottle?
What's your poison? Last time you were here, I thought that you liked the Shitlan.
Yeah, I think that'll do. I have a couple of acquired tastes.
This is a very high-class wine,
Yes.
refined and made in silver dry. It's made from the petals of a plant only found in the Underdark. It is 8 silver a glass. For a full bottle, you're looking at somewhere around like 20, 25 gold pieces.
We have that. Yeah, that's a couple of my new
Right.
companions.
He gets
One of them has an acquired taste, so I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
We also have
Assuming the other ones never
for the-
had it.
for the more commoners. We do have sake from the dynasty.
Yeah, that'll do just fine too.
Very well. Meals. I've got bread and cheese. We also, and he looks over at Rogar, who's obviously like he's got like giant reptilian incisors for chewing meat. We also do have a few animals on the menu. We've had to diversify a little bit. I have a lot more travelers coming through.
Yeah, so for starters, just do the cheese. And speaking of my friend over there, he's
Yes.
supposed to have a date tonight with
With who?
Miss Phyllis.
The blacksmith.
Blacksmith. Indeed.
Well, he'll have his hands full.
Yeah.
Last person I
So,
saw her in here with, she broke their nose.
Yeah. I think he'll enjoy that.
To each his own. You won't find me in the red hourglass anytime soon. You know what I mean? As he looks at you, Trist, he locks eyes with you. You know what I mean, right, Trist?
All too well. And I turn.
He before you turn,
Oh!
he grabs a hold of you, of your hands, Trist. Now, I know you've been associating with some individuals that, let's just say I don't much care for. I can always come out of retirement if need be, Trist. Remember. And he lets you go.
I will give him the nod.
So
Make my way to the table.
Yeah, you can remember a little bit about Kathleen. He's known as the Silent Step, mostly because in his heyday, he was infamous for hunting down Loth matrons after the schism. And he was... Legend says that he single-handedly dismantled the Dalmeath family due to some past grudge he held against them. He runs what you might call a gang, one might say. They're called the Spider Catchers. And they work to uproot and catch followers of Loth within Silver Dry and beyond.
That's not a problem.
That's cool.
That's fine. That's cool.
Make my way back to the table. Well, I got us some food, some drink. Rogar, they actually have live
meals,
if you're interested.
I prefer my
live
meals
meals?
cooked.
It's meat. It's just meat.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would prefer meat.
Well, when the waitress
Rogar
comes
would
by,
rather-
you can ask her.
Yeah.
But right now, I just got us some bread and cheese to hold us over. Looks like our friend Granel might need some.
Yeah.
There is
For some reason, he looks awfully sick.
Yorla, do you believe you can heal Zoom?
Come here for a moment, Zune.
Scooch over towards.
She kind of works over you. She begins to kind of like open up your eyes and look into them. Hi. What are the three of you doing? You smell awful. And then she try this, and she takes one of the bottles off of her sash. And what are you drinking? Grabs the glass of wine that
Water.
Trist is pouring. She pours a few drops in it, hands it back. Does the same thing for Razire. Velree, are you drinking this or something else?
I will drink enough of that for where you're passing out.
Well, usually you drink blood. She tries to whisper.
It's true.
And
I was planning on, biting a little bit and pouring it in the wine like I did before,
well, and she pours a few little like ounces of this liquid into your drink. And when you drink it, you are cured of your poison.
Nice.
She's so discreet.
Yeah. I was gonna ask.
Yes.
I feel like it was probably just hallucination, but did I get to actually drink blood of the tieflings at all while I was in there? Or
did you drink from the tieflings or one of your companions? You're not sure.
Oh.
Or maybe multiple people.
No,
You did
Razire
have
was
some
connect.
blood.
We have bite marks. Do we feel pain anywhere in particular?
Now, I will say, due
Check everywhere.
due to the nature of what happened to all of you, you cannot tell if you are substantially hurt or not. None of you can. Razire, Zune, even Trist cannot pinpoint a single injury at this point. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe you'll feel something more than the rest. But as of right now, hard to tell.
But I did get a little bit of blood satisfaction.
You did. You, as a matter of fact, not just a little, quite a bit, Velree.
Yes. I'm on cloud 9, guys. Feeling great.
Feeling great.
So, Trist, when was your last visit here? How long ago was that?
Oh, it was... I actually have it written down. By now, how long have I been in the parties? A year?
At least a year. A little longer.
Maybe at most a year and a half. I stopped on my way here, and then went to Port Dorona.
So, at least a year and a half.
Yeah, at most, depending on give or take.
When did you meet her before then, or was a year and a half kind of where it started?
It started before then.
How long before then?
Gosh, Granel, you ask.
Oh, so I should tell her you don't remember.
You ask personal questions. It could have been
personal questions. You want aggressive?
Aggressive questioning. I want to say at least 5 years before then.
Been fucking my sister for 5 years.
Yeah, speaking of your sisters, Granel, how many of them do you have?
A few. Are you trying to fuck all of them? Are you trying to collect the whole set?
No, I'm just hearing this for the first time. I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, apparently, I only know of one, and it's third from the top.
Yeah.
So, obviously, there's at least 2 more.
Yeah, there are at least 2 more.
I'm just curious how far down the totem pole you are.
I don't know. I don't know.
Any brothers?
Are you trying to fuck them too?
No. I just
what is happening?
What is happening? Sure,
there's like an intense line of staring and questioning happening between the two.
Yeah, Nyarla's just eating cheese under her veil.
Yeah.
Very quietly.
5 years.
Well,
Was
I never had a brother. I had older sisters too.
This would not be the family to, I don't even know what I would call it. It definitely wouldn't be a marriage. You wouldn't be marrying into it.
No. My kind probably wouldn't even be accepted in.
Can I get you guys anything? Are you good with what you have?
I'll have the boar.
We don't have boar, sir. She looks at you sitting down. You're very large.
That says chicken cow. He's like, I'll have the boar.
I do.
No roast dog, no chicken, no duck.
If you don't like the fine cheese and bread, I could bring by. We do have a fresh baste of hook horror.
Oh God! Let's be adventurous, our friend.
They are a creature from below. They're honestly quite the delicacy. When one can be slain, they're rather delicious.
I will have some of that then.
Hook horror it is. Could I interest anyone in a flail snail? Sambe.
I love it.
No? Fine.
I will have some of that as well.
Of course, yes. While we're at
One of you eat meat.
we also have a more acquired taste. We have the what do they call that? where you eat the blood. What is it fucking called? It's a real thing. Yeah, where they make it solid. God damn it.
The congealed pig's blood in like the little cubes.
Yes.
I just know it is
Oh,
congealed.
no.
I know. I can't think of the fucking name of it. There's a real name for this. It's real. People will actually eat blood like this. And essentially it's blood from like these large bats of the Underdark.
I'll pass on that.
Velree would.
Yeah, we can take a couple of those.
Very well.
Expecting it
Very
to.
well. Very well. Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
All right. Plate of bat's blood. We've got snail and hukor coming right up. She points towards Rosier. Cheese? Bread?
Chicken, duck, and
Not so much.
then cheese would be fine. Thank you.
We
very
have
much.
snake.
No, just some fromage, huh?
Oh, very well, very well. She removes herself and goes to collect your things.
So 5 years.
Are we still on this one?
Yes,
Quintel?
we're still on this because I need to know.
I mean, I've got my own questions for you.
Yeah, well, you can table them until you explain to me how long you've been with her. What are your intentions? Like, are you
What
just
are your intentions? I love it.
are you
Wait a minute.
you
Are we saying that
war?
your sister is working at that brothel?
You say this out loud. A couple people kind of like, nearby kind of like stop and listen in for a moment.
I'm gonna stare at them until they look back away.
Kind of like turn back around at this point. Coming through the door is a tall, voluptuous elf, wrapped in a fur coat that you recognized from earlier. Still wearing like some very tall heels. There does appear to be like a dress underneath, instead of the leather straps. But you do recognize your sister, Zune, as she quickly spots Rogar, easy to spot, and then manages to walk over to your table. And she pulls up she just sits in the chair next to Trist. Drapes an arm around him. So, Granel, like I said, we should not have had that conversation in my place of business. If you wanted to discuss something, we discuss it in private. You know how this works. What were you thinking?
I was horrified and in shock, and I had just come back from hell, and I wasn't sure if I was still there. And then
How do you think I felt, Granel? You were banished, gone,
how does it feel?
excommunicated.
How does it feel?
I'm simply serving out my sentence. I only have to do this for another decade.
What did you do?
It's a long story.
Is it his fault? I'm just pointing to Trist.
No, he's been quite the dalliance, actually. I'll be honest with you. He's got a lot of vigor.
Oh my god. Really?
You'd be surprised in those wiry bones. There's quite the man.
Is this the sister?
You must be Rogar.
Yes, I am.
I just
And
heard.
you are.
I just heard about you. You can call me Wu. She kind of like holds
Nice to
a
meet you.
hand out like this.
Woo.
She
Right.
holds a hand out for you.
Kind of shakes it. He's not
Try
sure
to shake
how,
it.
but
Sure. That's how it works. Why not?
well,
The rest of you, you must be Velree and Rosier.
Okay.
I don't
When
know.
did y'all have time to discuss all about us?
Oh, Trist has no secrets from me.
everyone looks at Trist.
This is a much different man than one I know, that's for sure.
However,
Whoa.
I don't recognize this one, Trist. You were holding out on me. As she points towards Nyarla.
I forget about her constantly.
Oh,
She just kind of like, her head just goes down, veil still covering. Oh, such a pretty face. Why don't you uncover it for us?
No.
no.
Okay. Strange.
It's rather intoxicating.
Wow.
No.
You could do well for yourself, young lady.
I'm gonna kick Trist under the table.
Ah, my ankle.
Yeah, you sprained that earlier with my sister, right?
Nyarla
Yeah.
doesn't say anything. He did more than sprain it, Granel.
Oh my god.
All of a sudden, this gets slightly more embarrassing. The more people are around.
Partially disgusted and impressed.
Well, pleasure aside, business to attend to. Yes, I am banished here soon.
Why though? I mean, you're like
Well, I may or may not have made a few missteps. I was so close. So close. Akarust and Mindrada were meeting in private, and my assassin fell through. He couldn't get the job done. I was found out and banished. For a decade. The least Mother could do for a failure. She was more upset that it failed than actually trying it at all.
yeah, sloppy. I mean, I'm but
Well,
I feel
he got his own just desserts. I sold him over at the market.
Oh really?
Yes.
Well, it's a shame you didn't succeed. But
I
you know,
know. It would have helped out both of us. I agree.
anyway, so you and this individual over here, are you, what is this exactly? Is this just,
Burrell here?
yeah,
Oh, he's just my stallion. My pony boy.
My holy boy.
They golden.
Oh god.
He has a bridle and everything.
Oh no.
Velree has this like,
No, it's just,
this is not.
just
They
like,
just,
we could have,
it took 6 months to give her one kiss. I just shocked, gasped. I don't know what's happening.
Rogar's just like
Very, very confused.
very confused.
we're gonna hitch him up to the wagon when we leave, Rogard. Don't worry about
He
it.
does not seem to be a very effective beast of burden.
Oh. Oh, you're so funny. He's quite the beast. Maybe not of burden. Yeah,
No, he's a burden.
he's more of a power bottom, I'd say.
Oh man.
Really? Oh my god.
I'm gonna nod my head when Zoom says that.
Grantel, don't act like you're not impressed.
I'm horrified. I am impressed.
When are we going upstairs, Trist?
I have some business to conduct. Like I
Well-
said,
Do you have a room?
I do. Only 2, though.
Give me the key.
There's the
So
key.
whipped.
Takes it.
There was an
She,
interesting
take,
dynamic
she
here.
takes it from his hand and says, I expect you in 10 minutes. And she walks upstairs.
She's aware you are
Look,
powerful.
look, Dak Grantel.
She's aware you are a powerful sorcerer.
I have seen you disintegrate a man.
I think I just saw a man get disintegrated. Like, Tris.
There is something I am missing. Put on monocle.
You're not sure what it is, Rogar.
I wasn't making that take. I was just
Anything you've missed is a blessing. Tris, are you at least making sure that you do not, I don't know, end up with me running around?
Nothing to worry about there, Grantel.
Okay, Stallion.
No.
Well, why don't you run
Trish
up?
checks his watch.
He's actually does have a timepiece. He pulled out-
actual time, please.
Yeah, he's like, It's almost
Well,
10 minutes.
Stallion, why don't you hop too?
Well, I still got 7 minutes.
My God. Just like that?
The waitress comes back and begins to deal out platters of food. Rogar, what's set in front of Rogar and Razire, since you both requested the hook horror, is the claw of the horror. It's been like basted in some kind of like sauce.
Mhm.
It looks whole, but steaming as if it was cooked.
Yeah.
And it's on a plate. There's garnish along the sides of it. There is this like sloppy gelatinous substance that is brought out and put in the center of your table. It's in a bowl. It looks multiple colors as it kind of like shifts and moves. You might assume this is whatever the snail that they made. This is like what has come from it. There's no actual there is no actual shell or anything. There's just like whatever it is right there. As well as Velree, a full platter of these blood cubes of these large bats is just set in front of you. They are perfectly square, almost like Jello cubes. They're a dark red congealed color. There's multiple clots inside them.
Mm-hmm.
As she sets it in front of you, see, the more clots you have, the more you taste of the beast. It's quite delicious. But if you need anything else, just let me know. I'll be nearby. I've got a few tables in this section. Just let me know if you need anything. And she steps away and walks off.
Lovely.
Do the blood?
Cracking in and eating.
Yeah.
You do crack it, and it's almost kind of like lobster. Like it is like it's got a hard shell to it. You crack it open. You begin to slurp it. It is surprisingly good.
Delicious.
Despite the creature it comes from. What were you saying, Velree?
Does the bat's blood, could that be like, would it last a long time? Like if I needed to eat it on the road, or is it something I can make in the future?
Well, as you taste it, Velree, it tastes good, but it's almost like having a dessert. Like there's no sustenance.
Okay.
But it does taste good, though. Surprisingly good.
All right. Good to know. Just a little snack.
While their feast is happening, Tristan's going to stand up.
Tristan stands up.
Toss the second room key onto the table.
My God,
And walk upstairs.
Walks upstairs.
Oh,
Leaving the five of you down here. Arla's over there. Is he taking that room to himself?
Yeah.
He is.
He's
With
be
her.
friendly with Zune's sister.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And she just kind of quietly moves back to where she was. At this point in time, as Trista moves and leaves, a large mug of ale is smashed onto the table, and a rather stern, muscled woman sits down. You recognize the blacksmith.
Yes.
She's across from Rogar. Fancy meeting all you here. So,
Good to see you, Neceres. Come.
thank you,
Eat.
Rogar. Wow, quite the spread. You guys are going all out.
Would you like some?
Waitress. She kind of motions someone over. I'll take the dragon. Really? Yes. And she walks away. Well, she has, it's a large pint, like frothing over mug of just like ale.
Did you order a dragon to eat?
Yes, I did. Does that scare you?
Makes me feel ways.
Well, I assure you it's nothing like you. They have these things down there. Deep dragons, they call them. They're more beasts than true dragons, honestly. They barely think.
Fascinating. I would like to see these deep dragons.
A large platter is brought out. The waitress within like a few minutes. And it is a bulging eye that is sightless. It's just like milky white eyeball that she brings out. There's like a strange garnish around it. She puts it on the table. It is in almost like a bowl, kind of. And as she places it down, she hands her like a large knife. Says, so strangely enough, the meat not so good, but the eyes is where it's at. She plunges the knife into the eye and it like pops slightly, begins to ooze out this like fluid that just kind of spills out the side of it like a ruptured like volcano, just kind of like oozing out of it. As it does, she takes like a large spoon, just kind of scoops up some of the inside and begins to eat it.
The strong eat the weak, and Rogar continues to eat his food.
Come now, you got to try some of this.
Very well. Rogar reaches over with his utensil.
Gets some. Is it cannibalism? I don't know, Rogar. Is it good? It's good. Surprisingly good. It's oddly like tapioca, though. But it has a good flavor, at least.
Interesting texture. I prefer this thing. The horror.
Oh, yeah. The hooked ones, yes. I killed one once, back in the day.
You were a warrior.
Not exactly. We're just scavenging for materials. Speaking of which, one of the reasons why I wanted to meet you, we are going to come to agreement, correct?
Yes, I believe you talked about the Dream's Kiss.
Yes, I need some very special materials. Your band, well, they're not all here, but I'm assuming you speak for the elf.
Yes, he is with that one's sister, currently.
Oh, it's like that, is it? Well,
They're up in the room.
to each his own. She nods towards Zoom. Very well. Do you need me to give you a list, or do you want me to just tell you?
A list would be nice, but also I will.
Give me a moment. She reaches back. Waitress! Bring over some parchment. And like, what? Parchment! You know, scream at each other.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's crossed. A piece of parchment is brought over. And she goes, damn it. Let me see that. She breaks off the tip of the hook horror's claw.
Oh, Jesus.
And then just kind of like dips it in the milky eye substance. Begins to write on the parchment. Okay. So, here's what I'm going to need. All right. I am going to need... It looks like... I'm going to need the shells of 3 flail snails. Now, despite what they say that you're eating right there, she points towards the snail. That's not real flail snail. That's like some shit that grow up here. I need the real deal. They only grow in the deep, the Underdark. That's where they live. I'm also going to need a more problematic material. I'm going to need the nightmare gland from a deep dragon. Has to be at least an adult.
Deep dragon, you said?
Yes.
Very well.
You think you can do that?
Probably.
Wow. Confidence. Usually when I tell somebody about the dragon, they turn tail and run.
It should be a fine hunt. The reward is worth it.
Oh, you will get a reward, all right.
Oh.
Yes, the dream's kiss. Rogar is not very good at insight, you know?
Sure. We'll call it that. Do you have a room here, Rogar?
Was that it? Was that the only requirements? The 3 shells of flail snail.
And the nightmare's gland, yes.
The nightmare
You have to remove it. It has to be intact. I don't have to. I want to stress that.
Where is its gland kept on its body?
I thought you were a hunter. You don't have experience in this? Do you not
with
clean animals?
I do clean animals, but I don't know where a nightmare gland is. Deep dragon.
It's the same.
Creature
At least the dragon that I've come across, at least from what the hunters have explained to me, it's more of a similar to a snake where they keep their venom. There is a gland within the dragon that produces a similar effect. That's how they produce those oh so fantastic breath weapons.
Ah, very well.
Harvested from this creature intact. You're going to need a special pack to carry it in. And she says, see me in the morning before you're going to, if you're going to leave, before you leave, see me. I'll have a pack ready for you.
Very well.
So is that it, or do you have a room?
He does.
I do have a room. It's right here, and I grab the key.
What are we waiting for?
Yeah, what do you?
Do you wish to go up to the room?
Yeah.
That's why you asked me here, right?
Yes, absolutely. Rogar, don't be shy. It's his first time.
No, it's not.
What are we talking about? Of course, I will show you the room. I'm sure it is not that interesting.
Yes, of course.
He's so shy. It's so cute. Go have fun, Rogar. He's so sweet.
Rogar is oblivious and doesn't know about
Please. Rogar's also like 8 feet tall and like 400 pounds. So, you know, he's not exactly small. As the very ripped up drow walks upstairs with Rogar.
Gentle with my little.
You seem to be very strong.
Well, I work the anvil every day. Did you want to? Is that it? As you walk up the stairs,
there's check marks that are being checked off on Rogar's list, slowly but surely.
As you walk up past the room, you hear a squeal of
pain. Do you wish to
pain.
mate with me? Is that what this is?
Well, as you say that, Rogar, you hear a squeal of pain and possibly joy from a room that you pass. The screams of Tristan Varel coming from the room. Tristan!
Rogar kicks up. Rogar's about to kick open the door. Let's
kick on the door. She goes, oh. She goes, hey, whoa. What are you doing?
My friend, he's in trouble.
Oh, he's not in trouble. He's fine. Why don't I show you? She takes the key out of your hand. Yes. Begins to walk towards
I'm not sure you
room.
understand what it means to mate with me.
Oh. Honey, I don't think you understand.
Very well. Rogar rages.
Rage! Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Grabs her, tackles her through the door.
Oh my god!
Oh, shit.
The door?
Leaving the door open.
Door flies open.
The door's wide open.
Rogar
flies
shouts
open.
out,
Shuts it.
No one interrupt us.
Don't interrupt us. Slams the door shut. There's a bunch of people downstairs that are like, oh, and they're like, after the squeals,
and then there was 3.
the shaking, the ground is shaking out there, in multiple ways. Zune, Velree, Rosier,
the 3 drug addicts.
Down
After
here,
some time passes, I'm the son of Abu.
God damn it!
Not
You see ice start to form on the floor.
Exactly. Start to chill the stairs. Sorry, that's all.
as all of this takes place. Zune, Velree, Rosier in particular. You watch Rosier as a individual begins to go up the stairs, hooded, cloaked. You recognize the shape as the one that was following you.
Oh, yes. Followed up after Rogar?
It's moving up the stairs.
Niala's. Well, I'm gonna go up there. Follow them.
Velree, you begin to push through the crowd. As you do, the individual looks back, still concealed, and then dashes towards the rooms that your companions are in.
Ooh.
And that's where we are going to end tonight's episode of Emberfell Whispers from the Stars.
Catch us with our pants down.
Quite literally.
Listen, that's our MO. Backdoor operations, pants down.
Backdoor operations.
Last time we were Team Backdoor got
Team Backdoor.
butt backdoor last time.
So,
Zune's looking for head.
okay. Let's do favorite moments of the night. Let's start with Andrea. Zune. Favorite moments of the night.
I had too many favorite moments. I liked the role play. I think this is one of the first times we haven't fought something.
Alan liked the role play too.
Yeah, he really did. Oh God. But no, just all of it. I think I can't pinpoint a specific thing. I just liked it all. I just enjoyed all of it, all the way around. Characters. Rogar, innocently, I love the fucking
I love the fucking too.
Oh, and I love that. No, but just like he's just so. But yeah, no, I really liked the end. I have no favorite.
The end.
The end.
How about Rogar? Favorite moments of the night, Rogar?
I like the back and forth between Tristan and Zune. No one really accomplishing or discovering anything about one another. Just accusing each other.
Great.
It was great. I loved it.
It was great. It's great. How about Velree? Favorite moments of the night, Velree?
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
I enjoyed obviously our orgy because mainly just how I got to hallucinate the vampire part of it, and it was great. It's a good time.
Good time.
I also enjoyed discovering Trist was a real freak in the bed because that is not the Trist I know.
No, it's not.
It's always the quiet one.
Yeah. Questioning like, maybe I should have given it more time. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's been in his backstory this whole time. This isn't a new development.
Interesting. Interesting, Trist.
This has been character development day one.
You
just didn't wear it up leather.
You just didn't have it up leather.
You weren't domineering enough. Yeah,
I didn't know that's what he wanted. So.
He's a true pony boy. You gotta. I mean, come on.
That's what he wanted.
I was letting. Now I get it. Now I understand.
You get it. Now you understand. How about Rosier?
Okay.
Oh, Rosara's favorite moments this evening, just the amount of role play, laughing, having a good time, and the absurdity of, our opium den experience.
Yeah, indeed.
And I love that the three of us are just like, yeah, fuck it, let's go get high. Why not?
let's
And
get
whatever else may
let's
come
get
of
high
it.
and take our pants off. See where this
Yeah,
goes.
I mean,
Yeah, why
you
not?
know,
Yeah.
the order doesn't really matter. Take
Yeah,
your
doesn't
pants
matter.
off, get high, take your pants off.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's free
Do we
love and
further our
ne'er-do-well.
investigation? No.
Mhm.
You know,
No,
sometimes
Apparently,
not a lot of
we're getting
investigation
stopped by some-
happening.
We got a couple
A lot of
names.
investigating.
Got a couple names. Got a little sidetracked. A little
Yeah,
sidetracked.
it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. How about Tristan Varel? Favorite moves of the night, Tris.
Brown chicken brown.
Mine. Was the fact that my contact in the city
Contact.
happened to be the sister of Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
That blindsided me. I did not expect that. Me and Anthony had worked out some things a long time ago.
Long time ago.
And then, boom, blindsided with the fact that it is Zoom's sister.
Zoom's sister.
And now, just when Tristan and Zoom were starting, so I feel like we're starting to be friends.
Yeah, you're friend. You're still friends,
we're
right?
bridging
It's
the
cool,
gaps.
right?
And now there's the cold stare across the table from each other. How could you? That was my sister.
How could you, my sister? What's wrong with you? 5 years. I loved it. If I had a favorite moment of the night, it was certainly I wasn't expecting the orgy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just pitched it out there like, whatever. They're not gonna do that. They did it. They went hard. They went hard in it. The twins. The twins indeed. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I know I did. We didn't roll initiative. We didn't do it was just role play the whole night. So yeah, there that is. Hopefully everyone out there enjoyed the session. Do make sure to check out Velree on the TikToks. We've got links down below. And of course Dan with all the other everything. I've got that linked as well. Thank you guys very much for watching. We all had fun. Hopefully you guys did well. Do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, leave comments. We'd love to read them. We'd love to see what you guys think about what's coming up. Maybe some guesses on what's going to happen next. Who knows? You never know. But as usual, I've been Jumbo Thick. Thank you for watching, and we are looking forward to see you in the next one. Have a good day.